Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Jonna. This is Jonna OMG. Today I'll be reviewing Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 15, episode Dose. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get right on into it. We pick back up on the Harlem Nights party that Sanya throwing for her husband. And they still talking about the Martell conversation about him sliding all into the Kenya's DMs. And as I said last week, I wouldn't have, if I were Kenya, I wouldn't have even mentioned it to Sheree, honestly. Like, especially with him deleting the messages, even though that does make him look suspicious, the fact that he deleted it. But I'm like, Sheree a clown for dating him anyway, so all is going to be revealed to her soon enough, honestly. But they probably using each other, honestly. I believe it. So Martell said he's not dating anybody else in Atlanta, but I'm like, who believes you? It's not like you trustworthy, like you did cheat on your wife. Like, we don't trust you, buddy. So anyway, I did like how Sonya did admit that Courtney was doing the most with Candy, bouncing all in her face and stuff. Like, Courtney, girl, you're gonna have to do something that make me like you again, but right now you're doing the absolute most. I don't know. Did anybody else notice how production was bouncing around in these scenes? Like, we went to that scene with Martell and Sheree and them talking about the DM, and then we bounced back over to Candy with Courtney, then we bounced to Candy with Sonya, then Marlo had a little segment. Like, production was all over the place to me during that party. I don't know what was going on. It's like, can y'all please just sit still for a second so we can actually get some depth into these scenes? But anyway, side note, y'all, Sanya changed her outfit again, and it was still another black muted dress. I was like, girl, what was the point of you changing? Like, you changed to another black dress? Whoop-de-doo. So, of course, Sheree wanted to see proof of the DM or whatever. Martell was instantly denying it. He was like, I didn't DM you. I didn't DM you. And then, okay, of course, you wanted defense. But who's surprised there? But then, I believe Kenya. I'm like, what reason does Kenya have to lie on Martell? Like, who is Martell? So anyway, they go back and forth. Martell brings up, yeah, I DM'd you like in 2020. So that's 2 years ago. But I'm like, y'all are forgetting the fact that there was a DM that he deleted. Remember in the episode 1, Kenya had to accept the DM and then they saw that he deleted it. So whatever message that he's showing now isn't the message that he actually sent to Kenya. I don't think. I think it was something else, a deleted message that he ain't showing. So I'm like, again, you're not trustworthy, Martell. Like, we don't believe you. Sorry. Anyway, so the party is over. Child, and good. I mean, I want to see more like party action. Like, where was the dancing? I want to see more. We only seen Marlo at the gambling tables, but I'm like, I want to see some real action. I'm like, oh Lord. So you can tell this season gonna be drama, which I'm okay with. So next scene, we move on to Ralph, because we still have yet to see Drew. Anyway, but she did arrive at the house. She's coming back from Chicago. We learned that her father is in a nursing home. He has Alzheimer's. And unfortunately, I do know that pain. And y'all, it is not easy. It really isn't. So prayers out to Drew, honestly. So Drew says she's doing music now and she has Ralph producing it. And I'm like, when did Ralph become a producer? Like, I know he's your husband. Y'all don't have to do everything together. He didn't put you on that book. He didn't tell you about that book he was writing, did he? Girl, you didn't have to tell him about it. He don't have to be involved in everything you do. I'm like, okay. So he produced a single that she has out called Child, Don't Let Me Lie. So Drew says that her and Ralph are in a good place. She said that they're in the best place that they've ever been throughout their 8 years of marriage, which I'm like, that's insane, because we know that y'all just I don't know who filed first, but y'all just filed for divorce. So I'm like, where did things go wrong? Where did they go wrong? So Candy and Sonya meet up, and Sonya tells her that basically that she wants her family to still like live with her. And I'm like, girl, you do? Wow, that's amazing. Ross wants them out of there. Like, he's just ready to have the house to himself, I guess, which I get, for real. Personally, I couldn't live with that many people. I really could not. I don't see how she doing, but like I said before, she likes that like being in a household with different generations, which I can see how that's a beautiful thing. But me personally, So they try to get to the bottom of this Courtney mess. So apparently Courtney kind of accused Candy of being ghetto. They went to some like nightclub, and she said ever since Candy started coming, it's like the hood came out to the club or whatever. I'm like, so Candy asked Sonya, like, while she's saying all these things, did you defend me? Like, what did you say? That girl Sonya lying straight through her teeth, y'all. Sonya is afraid of the heat. Like, she just don't know how to take it. Like, she didn't do nothing to defend Candy. And instead of just saying, girl, nah, I ain't defend you. It was kind of funny at the time. She was just like, yeah, I said that. I told her that wasn't right. Like, I said, girl, you didn't say none of that. You didn't say none of that. I'm like, Sonya, girl, you cannot take the heat. Like, is this the show for you? I don't think so. I really don't think so. So, Sonya was talking about how Ross is always traveling to Austin with his business. And I thought the plan was to try to make the business pop in Atlanta. Like, you would think the buzz from the show would make that kind of spring into action a little bit more in Atlanta, where he wouldn't have to travel to Austin so much. I can't even remember what was the business. Like, some limo company, right? I don't know. But basically Sonya's like, it's making her have second thoughts about baby number 2, which, yeah, if he's always away, I wonder how often, but obviously it's a consistent basis. So if he's always away, yeah, I would be feeling the same kind of way. So Candy and Todd are at the Blaze Steakhouse, child, and it's kind of blah in there. I don't know if they hadn't opened yet, but it wasn't no action, wasn't nobody in there. So Todd's talking about he want to open up a Mexican restaurant. I'm like, Todd, shouldn't y'all work on this restaurant that y'all in right now that ain't got no customers? Like, because it seemed like it was the middle of the day. So unless it was like a steakhouse that opened up at like 4 or 5 in the evening, wasn't nobody in there. So I don't know what's going on. So one of the producers come out and he was like, well, can we address the elephant in the room? Like, why y'all not talking about it? And they like, talking about what? They were trying to play dumb at first, but then they were like, okay, yeah, it's a legal matter. So did y'all hear about that? Well, I heard about this before the season aired, obviously, but there was a shooting in the Blaze Steakhouse that one of the employees had shot the other employee, who happened to be Candy cousin. I'm like, oh, child. And he come in with the sling on his arm, like, so he got shot in the arm apparently. I'm like, Candy, I don't know. Maybe Courtney right, girl. You be bringing the hood out, cause what? Girl, they getting to shoot at your steakhouse, which is terrible, honestly. It really is. But what is going on over there? So Todd says they really can't talk about it because it's kind of a legal issue. But Candy does talk about it in her confessional, whatever. Tell us the story. But Candy said it didn't stop people from supporting the restaurant. But I'm like, are you sure? Nobody was there. Okay, I thought y'all said Blaze wasn't doing too good. Do y'all think it's because of the shooting or what? I mean, I know they're probably not doing as good as OLG because, I don't know. I'm like, the shooting might be the reason. Y'all need to look into that. Child, I don't know. Good luck to them. That's all I can say. So we see Kenya and Brooklyn. Y'all, Brooklyn is so cute. She is the cutest to me. So Kenya is meeting up with her friend Akila, I think. Yeah, because I remember I said Akila in the beat. Okay. She's meeting up with her friend Akila, and they're Brooklyn and Akila's daughter are really good friends. So they were so cute playing little tennis, indoor tennis. Kenya says that she really likes the guy that Mayetta set her up with. He owns this like I guess like smoothie or juice bar called Kill Me Crazy. And I'm happy for her, but I'm like, girl, take it easy. Like, because do we really know this dude? Like, do we know him? Because we thought we knew Mark, and he turned out to be a whole different creature. So, do we know this Kill Me Crazy dude? Like, let's get the Carfax, okay? Anyway, so Sonya and Sheree are meeting. Sheree is now a grandma. I don't know who started that whole like grandma thing. I think Mimi actually coined it. I feel like she was the first person I heard to actually say grandma. Anyway, so Sheree has a granddaughter. Her son Cairo. Yeah. Ooh, I ain't messing up people's names. Cairo had a little girl. So Sonya and Sheree was chatting, and of course Sheree is instantly defending Martell against Kenya. And I'm like, girl, if Kenya is your friend, like, you don't at least think she needs the benefit of the doubt. Like, Sheree is really too old for how she be acting, y'all. Like, I'm like, if the ish with Tyrone, I mean, it's like Tyrone was just last time. Who else? It was somebody else. Tyrone, of course, Bob was a mess. And then now Martell. It's like, really, the stuff that Sheree be doing is stuff you do in your 20s. Like, girl, you're too old. You too old for some of the stuff you be going through, I think. And you put it on yourself, really. That stuff with Tyrone, you put it on yourself. Like, girl, he was in jail. What? So Drew and Ralph pull up to the studio to drop some beats. Y'all remember when Nene said that? So they played a song, Drew's new single. It was meh. It was okay. It was okay. So she wants to make an EP about everything that she's been through. And I'm like, okay, Drew, remember, music, you got to make music that's going to sell. Like, music people want to hear. Like, okay, just remember that, okay? She ended up singing the song again, and it could possibly grow on me. It wasn't terrible, so I'm not gonna count it out just yet. I think I may have to listen to it like in its full entirety a couple more times, and it might grow on me, I think. So we pull up to the She by Sheree factory, and Sheree notices some of the stuff that they were packaging was a little wrinkled, and she gonna ask the lady, is it an extra charge to get the stuff steamed? Girl, you are so cheap. Sheree is so cheap. Yeah, it's an extra charge. Girl, this is business. This stuff ain't for free. What is wrong with her? So Kenya comes to visit her at the little factory. And of course, they have to talk about Martell. And yeah, I didn't know Martell was a Capricorn. I'm like, oh, I'm really getting upset at this point because now there are 3 Capricorns on this show that are not on my good side. And I usually understand Capricorns. I'm like, because I think Courtney is causing unnecessary drama. I don't know if she's just trying to make her claim, make her stake on the show. I don't know. Martell is lying about any and everything. And then Sheree is just cheap and silly. I'm just like, yo, y'all are not giving Capricorns a good rep. Ooh. So they, brought up the whole DM thing again. And Kenya is forgetting, they are all forgetting. Well, Kenya's forgetting to mention to Sheree that there is a deleted message out there in the stratosphere. Like, so there's something missing. And I'm like, of course, Sheree's like, well, you can't say that about black men. You can't say it. You can't use these words. And I'm like, Sheree, are you the spokesperson for black men? Like, you're always defending these men. But I'm like, you could at least acknowledge that he was wrong for like cursing at her. Like, and I'm like, Kenya was there for you with the Tyrone stuff, when him leaving you at the in front of the restaurant looking like a goofy goober. I'm like, and she was defending you in front of Bob with your ex-husband. And I'm just like, Sheree, you don't ever defend Kenya. And I hope Kenya peeped that too. Like, you don't ever give her the benefit of the doubt or ever defend her. Like, you always taking up for these dudes. Ugh. So y'all, that was pretty much the end of the episode. It was cool. I would rate it about maybe like 5.5 out of 10. Wasn't too much craziness going on, but it was an okay episode. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Tell me what you would rate this episode out of 10, and I'll chat with you there.